guys, we're going to Trieyx here about a Kingdom Hearts Unicross video. Okay, so today I'm going to do the challenge event for the 5,000 jewels this month. So it took me a little bit to figure out how to beat it. I used two setups. I'll show you both of them right now. So I used the Diamond Dust Keyblade for like stages 1 to 6. This is the setup I used. I did change it around a bit, but this is the setup I used to beat the last stage, so I think this should work for all stages. So I used the Hades. Hades has attack boost 7, gauge 2, no traits at all. He's really there for the buffing. He gives me reverse strength by 15, and magic strength by 10. The SP attack bonus by 170, which I don't really care too much about. Lowers the enemy's strength by 5, and then reverse defense by 15, and defense and magic defense by 10. Doesn't increase the gauges, or not gauges. That doesn't increase the count or anything. So yeah, in this this setup, I try not to increase the count. I have the Xion right here for second chance basically, and as well as some buffs. So she gives me reverse strength by 5, strength by 7, PSM strength by 6, lowers target defense by 3, PSM defense by 4, count them plus 1, which does help a little bit, but I don't think that's too helpful for me. She's mostly there for the HP recovery and the second chance, because these Xion, they require me to have a full HP to do the maximum damage, so that's why she's really there. Hades, the second one, attack with 7 max, gauge 2, no traits. He's there for more buffs and damage. I have the Xion right here, attack with 7 max, Lux plus, no traits at all. She's there for the damage as well. The Xion right here, she's perfect. She has attack with 9 max, and plus 2 on the strength, plus 2 on pet trait strength thingy, extra attack, ground, and air. So she's my main damage dealer in this. Then I have the Xehanort right here. He's there partially for the buffs, as well as to do some damage. So his attack was 8 max. His buffs last 2 turns, so it definitely helps a lot. And he has no traits. And my sub slots are 2.9, so relatively high. Diamond Dust is plus 35, so yeah. It's pretty high, but in terms of traits, there's some medals right here that have no traits at all, and they still do some damage, so the defense on this boss isn't really that high, so yeah, definitely helps. This Ifrit boss is definitely really hard with the whole absorbing upright attacks and fire attack and reflecting reflecting power damage, so, or power metal. So yeah, so this is the Keyblade I used to beat the last stage. I'm not gonna lie, I had trouble with this last stage. I decided to well, I saw that Smelly Octopus, he uploaded a video showing his Keyblade setup, or like some tips on how he could have beaten it. I looked at a video. He definitely pointed out some things I never expected. So definitely shout out to him. This is technically his setup, but I used the medals I have to make it work for me. So yeah, definitely I'm gonna leave his video in the description below. Definitely check that out. He's like an awesome Kingdom Hearts Unicross YouTuber. So yeah, he's really smart too, better than me. So yeah, this is his setup, or this the setup I used based on how he did his setup. So I just made it my own. So I have plus 35 Sleeping Lion. I have Kairi right here. This is one thing I didn't know, that if I use Kairi, I thought that I would get the damage reflected back to me would be a lot of damage, so that's why I didn't use Kairi in my other setup. But I looked at his video, and his Kairi did like no damage, so yeah, so that's how I knew that I could use Kairi in the setup. Also, the whole carrying over the upright strength, like upright strength for upright metal, I'll show you guys how it's done, but basically if you die before you turn it over, you keep the buffs and everything, so yeah, that definitely helps. So yeah, I basically have the Axel copying that Sora, as well as the Beagle Boys copying that of Sora, because the Beagle Boys has extra attack, and so does Lee. So basically, mostly they're just for copying it and then getting the buffs. Lee does do some damage. He has ground and air and extra attack, but his main purpose is just to copy the Sora and get the buffs. This Phantom, he just did to copy this Riku to get some more buffs. That way he does more damage when the actual metal is in use. Gary said before, she uses the buffer. So this Riku, you guys will probably see this video sometime in the future where I summon for him. Yeah, the attack was 10 max, strength, and then raids, and then aerial and ground. No extra attack, so yeah, honestly, you can replace this Riku with anything. Like I could have used maybe this Vanitas. I never tried it before, but I could probably use him and beat it. And also this Marluxia. I tested out Marluxia. Marluxia works, so yeah, Marluxia definitely really good. But yeah, I used the Riku because he's my strongest metal, strongest reverse speed metal, so that's why I used him. So yeah, and this metal technically buffs himself. He gives the reverse strength by 10, and then he lowers the reverse strength by 10. So if I had this Phantom copying him, by the time his metal comes, like I use his metal, he'll have max. The enemy will have the lowest reverse defense down possible, as well as I have the most reverse strength up possible. So it's kind of hard to explain. But yeah, I have to show you guys. This Sora right here is perfect. His attack was 10 max, gauge 2, ground, air, extra attack, strength, and then plus 2000 strength. He's my main damage dealer in this setup. With the whole keeping the upright strength buffs every single turn, you eventually get a whole bunch of strength for upright metals, and then that's when he does the most damage. I'll show you guys in the video, or not the video, but later on the video. So the multiplier to have 2.9, that's 2.97, and subslots, so that's pretty high as well. But yeah, most of you guys should be able to beat it as long as you guys pull for the Sora, because the Sora, that's pretty good. If you guys pulled right, you guys would be able to beat the event. You guys probably don't have Riku, but any reverse metal should be fine. Because since the enemy doesn't really have that much defense, you don't even need any traits for the metal to damage. But I'm gonna jump right into it. Enough talking and stuff. I'll show you guys how I beat the event. So yeah, I'm gonna probably skip the first stage. That's easy. Most of you guys should be able to beat it. Even beginners should be able to beat it. So I'm probably gonna skip that one. I think I'm gonna start from stage 2. I don't know, stage 2 might be too easy. You know, why not? I'll start from stage 2. Stage 1, most of you guys should beat it. So there's really no point of showing that. I'm going to use the setup I used to beat it. And then I'm also going to use... Well, I guess I use the Sora. Yeah, I guess I use the Sora. So another thing I didn't notice is that Sora, you can actually use him in this event, even though he's upright metal. And that's because he ignores enemy's attributes. So that's why he could be able to do some damage. And ignore the upright, the upright buff thingy. So yeah, so I'm gonna jump right into it. He has very little health. I might be able to beat him. Yeah, I almost beat him. So this is basically simple. Just do as much damage as possible, and that's it. The first few stages that's pretty easy. So yeah, I'll do as much damage as possible on that stage. Next one is when he gets to the whole absorbing power. Actually, does he always absorb power? It might be not absorb power, but reflect power. I'm not that sure. I think it does. Yeah, I think it does. So this is simple. You just do as much damage as possible. I don't even need to do this, but yeah. So first few stages are really easy. When you get to like the 5th, 6th, and 7th stage, then it's pretty difficult. Once he does the whole absorbing upright attacks, that's when it gets most difficult. So this one, is he absorbed yet? Not yet. Yeah. So the 5th stage is when stuff gets really difficult. So it should be the same thing. Guess I use the Xion. I use the Xion right here to give me the special attack bonus up by 250, I believe. So that helps me get some more damage. So now I should be able to do a whole bunch of damage now and beat this. Basically, here you just want to have the most damage possible and debuff him as much as possible. That way, you do the most damage. I'm not sure if you can tank him or not, but you really don't want to tank him because you have to be in 3 turns in order to get the jewels. So here's when it starts to get difficult. The absorbing upright metals. So now I can't use upright metals now. I can only use reverse, and my reverse metals are really bad. So that's why I struggled a little bit. But yeah, you're able to use the sword though. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna stop it right here. Okay, so he has 2 million HP. He has 10 gauges, so I'm not sure if this will work because my setup does enough for like 8 gauges, so I don't know. I have to see. I did change it up a little bit, so yeah, I'll have to see. So we use the Hades, then we use the Xion. So right now, the enemy still has 8 reverse defense down, so I have to use the Hades. Actually, no, let me check. Can I use this? 13. I think I might, because the Hades does damage, so I'm gonna use the Xion to give me the the guild bonus up, as well as lowering the enemy's reverse defense down by a little more. And then I'm gonna use the Hades to do some damage, Xion to do some damage, another Xion to do some damage, and another Xion to do some damage. Him. And then I'm gonna use the young Xehanort. I don't think it'll do any. I'm not sure if it does any damage or not. I use young Xehanort because I don't really need his guild bonus up, like his buffs or anything like that. Usually does do some damage, and he doesn't take any gauges. And the gauges didn't lower enemies countdown, so I'm gonna just use them. And then I'm gonna use this Sora. And use this sword. So that's the first turn. So right here, it kills me. So if you lower his countdown down to like 0, basically, he debuffs you, but he doesn't buff himself. So all he does is just debuffs you. So yeah, I can't really show it off in this video, but when I first did it, I had to lower his countdown down, and then every single time he does that, I got debuffed. So that made it really hard for me. But yeah, in this setup, it seems like I don't really lower this countdown down by anything really. I don't use like much, like 3. I lowered it by 3 basically. But we'll use the Xion, get bonus up, Hades, and then I should beat him here. So yeah, this stage is pretty easy. It's on the next. Well, this stage, yeah, it's pretty easy, but it's a little tricky as well. The next stage is when it gets difficult, and the 7th stage. Oh my god! When I first did it, I couldn't really figure it out, but yeah, that sword definitely helped a lot. Well, he's level 4,000 now, so that's pretty high. Okay. So now we're gonna use the Hades, get some, or lower his, or debuff him and buff myself, and then we're gonna use the Xion. Right now I have max buffs, but he's 5 reverse. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the Hades. That way now you should have the lowest buffs possible, debuff possible, and then I should have the highest buff possible. I'm gonna use the Xion, give me the guild bonus, and then I'm gonna use Xion and then just attack. You know, I don't think I used the Sora before, but now that I can use the Sora, I'm using it. So I don't think I used the Sora in my first playthrough, because like I said before, I didn't know that you can use the Sora. So I'm not sure if the Sora will change anything. It might. We'll see. Okay. So I died here. Now I'm gonna use the Hades. So now he has 10 magic defense down, but I have the max buff. So let me check if Xion does anything. Now Xion only gives me plus, or lowered it by 5. I'm gonna do the Xion again, and then now I'm gonna use the HD Xion to get the kill bonus up. And then now I'll start attacking. Take him out. And if you guys see a scratching, like, it's my dog. We're gonna use the Xehanort. Next one I'm gonna use probably... Yeah, I'm gonna use him. So I'm gonna use the Hades, do some more damage. And also, what you call it? I'm not sure. Yo, he's plus 5, plus 3, so he actually raises his count by 3, so I didn't know that. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Hades now to do some more damage, and hopefully beat him this turn. If not, then probably next turn. Because I have the young Xehanort there to give me the guild bonus up, so I don't really need the Hades. Hades doesn't give you any guild bonus up anyway. So I'm gonna use the Sora, and use the Sora again. Okay, so now we're on turn 3, so this setup is actually a lot better than the setup I used originally. So, well, it's pretty interesting. He didn't kill me, but he did take away all my buffs, so we use the Hades, get buff myself, and debuff him. Do the Xion. So now I should have max buffs, and he has the lowest debuffs possible. Oh no, he has 14 magic defense, but that's okay. And we'll use the young Xehanort, give me the guild bonus up, and then he's dead. So that's pretty easy. It's definitely very tricky, that's for sure. But now it's time to use that other Keyblade. So the other Keyblade probably would have worked in the last few stages, but I decided to use the Keyblade setup I used. But yeah, you could definitely use the Keyblade I'm going to use now to beat the other stages. But what you want is you want to bring in the Sephiroth, because the Sephiroth is a power metal, so it will kill you, but that's how you keep the buffs. So yeah, so my fire metal has basically perfect traits except for the pet slot, which is plus 500, but it's good enough. So yeah, gonna go here, get that. So for the Kyrie, gonna use the Kyrie to get the highest buff possible and lowest debuff possible for the boss. Then I'm gonna use the Sora for the guild bonus up, plus 280. And better use him now, because like I said before, since we didn't do any damage on him, it's better to use him now. That way he can't heal himself. And then now we use the Kyrie to give himself some buffs and lowers his give him debuffs. Then we use the Phantom, lower the reverse defense down, and buff my reverse strength. And I do it again. So now I have the highest reverse strength possible, and you have the lowest reverse defense down possible. Now by the time I got to Riku, we're good to go. So I'm gonna use the Riku. Got combo 1. Got a little lucky there. Gonna use the Axel. So right there I have plus 1,500 strength. This is the main part of the Keyblade. So yeah, to use them again, and it also does some damage too. It's really great. Now it plus 3,000 upgrade metal strength up. Then use the sword again, do some more damage, and also give me that upright strength up again. So he basically just want to keep going again and again. And also my Riku gave me or lowered the enemy's strength down by 3,000, so that definitely helps a lot, but not really necessary. And I have the Beaver Boys. Doesn't do any damage, but it gives me more what's it called? More buffs. Again, down at 9,000 strength. So here, you want the Sephiroth to kill you. So yeah, Sephiroth's gonna do some damage, but basically, if you die before you reach the end of the turn, you keep your debuffs. You keep your buffs basically. So I'll show you guys right here. Boom. Okay. Reflected back to me. I die. Let's see. I'm gonna use the Kyrie. So as you see right there, I still have plus 9,000 strength, and his debuff's still there. My buffs are still here. So yeah, basically, if you die before the end of the turn, you keep your buffs. So basically, what you want to do is try to build up as much upright strength as possible. That way, your Sora will keep doing more and more damage. So I'm gonna use this medal to actually I didn't even need to debuff him. He had the lowest debuffs possible. So I'm gonna use the Riku to give me that plus 220, plus 208. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that, because at 50% health, he's actually gonna attack us automatically, and he'll debuff me. So I'm not gonna use him right now. I'll use him in the next turn. So you guys will see. Riku does some damage. Axel gets some more strength, upper strength. So as you guys see, I'm doing more and more damage, which is crazy. So here before, my Sora did like 2.2 billion. So but right now he's doing like a lot more than that. Yeah, so 2.9. That's crazy. And right there, 50% of his health. He did that attack on me, which basically debuffs me. But I still keep my buffs, so it's okay. Like my upright strength buff. He only debuffs you for your like actual buffs, not your upright, strength. So yeah, I'm gonna use Sora, continue building up that upright strength. Now I'm at 15,000. I'm gonna use this, the Beagle Boys, 18,500. Oh, not yet. Oh no, now 18,000. Okay, never mind. I'm tripping. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the same thing. I'm gonna use a Sephiroth to kill me. That way I keep my my buffs. Okay, so now second chance. This is the third turn. I am now gonna use some of these Kylie first. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the Riku to give him that guild bonus up. And then now you guys should be able to beat him, because you're like so juiced up. You can do so much damage. So right here, Axel, 19,500, 2 billion damage. Axel again, almost like 1 billion damage. Sora, overkill, like crazy. 3 point something billion, and had like 20 something thousand upright strength. So that's basically the gist of the setup. My dog's scratching the door even more. I'll let her in, but I'll end the video here, because that way she won't continue scratching the door. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this setup helped you out. Definitely shout out to Smelly Octopus, like I said before. It was a video that basically gave me some tips on how to beat this event, while also using the keyblades. Oh, not the keyblade, but like the medals that I have to make it my own. So that definitely help a lot. So like I said before, I'll leave the link to his video in the description below. He's an awesome YouTuber. But yeah, that's basically it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys want more Kingdom Hearts Union Cross videos, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And yeah, if you guys need any help with trying to beat this boss, let me know. Like, write a comment, and I'll try my best to help you out. But yeah, overall, this video is kind of late, so I kind of try to upload as soon as possible. But I kind of beat this at the last second, so yeah. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.